Hey, Algebra 1 kids, this is Dr. Callahan for week 6 Tuesday. How are you guys doing? Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following 3 questions for your warm-up log for week 6 Tuesday. All right, let's go ahead and add the assignment for today for Algebra 1. I just want to say some of you guys have done a fantastic job checking in with me and making sure that you're getting everything done. And for that, I greatly appreciate it. I think that can actually speak volume for your grades as well. So this is for week 6 Tuesday. And it is for Algebra 1, Semester 2. And today we're going to talk about our topic of discussion is going to be on, it's still going to be on factoring because I feel like you guys still need a little bit of assistance to go about doing that. But we are specifically going to talk about from vertex form to standard form. Okay, so then let's put from vertex form to standard form. Your instruction today is make sure you view the lessons, watch the video from its entirety from beginning to end, and then also make sure you guys upload your assignment because that's how you actually change and modify your grade. Make sure you check in with me for Tuesday by 8:40 a.m., which is your class starting at 7:45, and that is basically it. And as always, your assignment is always due by 3 p.m. that very day. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and take a look at the breakdown we're going to be talking about. All right, so with that said, let's take a look at your guided notes for today. So turn over to your guided notes, and this is going to be your first page, second page, and third page. So before we go ahead and get started with that, first thing I want you guys to do is turn over to this page right here, and we are going to go over a few questions, specifically on the left side of this. Okay. Okay, so looking at this part right here, it says by yourself, solve the quadratic equation by factoring and then checking your solutions. Okay, so then let's take a look at number A. Letter A, if you look at this right here, it's already factored, so all you have to do is solve it. So you have 2x plus 1 equal to 0, 3x minus 5 equal to 0. So first thing to do is to subtract the 1 on both sides, add the 5 on both sides, in which case you get 2x equals -1, 3x equals +5. And then you're going to divide it by 2 on everything and divide by 3 on everything. So your first answer here is x is equal to 1 over 2. And your second answer is x equals 5 over 3. And that is your answer. All right, let's take a look at letter B. So A, completely done. For letter B, notice that your last number is a -15. So I'm going to create a little chart. So -15. Your middle number is a -2. and you're going to use negative numbers. So looking at this, I could do a -1, 15, +1, -15, a -3, +5, 3, -5. So which one of those add up to give me a -2? All right, so then what I have here is my temporary answer is x plus 3, x minus 5. And actually, that's going to be your permanent answer as well because you don't have any other numbers in front of the x squared besides just 1. So set it equal to 0. And your first answer is x plus 3 equals 0. So x equals -3. Your second answer is x minus 5 equals 0. So when you add the 5, x equals a +5. So B, check, done. Now let's take a look at letter C, okay? With letter C, your last number is 21, your middle number is 10, and notice everything here is all positive, so we just want the positive numbers to get 21. So that's 1 and 21, 3 and 7, and that's as far as it goes. Which one of those add up to 10? Well, 3 and 7 adds up to 10, so my answer is x plus 3 equals 0, x plus 7 equal to 0. And then if you subtract a 3, x equals -3, add minus a 7, x equals -7. C, done. Let's take a look at D. With letter D, notice how your 10 is over here, which I don't like it, so I'm going to move it over. So when I rewrite this, x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. And then I can set my little chart to factor this out. My last number is a -10. My middle number is a +3. So you ask yourself, with negative numbers, what times what gives me a -10? That could be a -1, 10, +1, -10, -2, 5, +2, and -5. Out of these four possibilities, which one gives me a +3? Well, it's the third option, so that will be x minus 2 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. If I add the 2 on both sides, x equals 2. If I subtract 5 on both sides, x equals -5. All right, you guys, since we are done with that, what I want you guys to do right now is pause the video and then go ahead and work on these items right here on your own. Okay, so we're going to go back to this page right here. So what I want you to do with this is just go ahead and look up, or you can even Google each of these vocabulary. And then all you have to do for each of them is draw me a picture or provide me with a definition slash description of each term. And that's entirely up to you whether you want to draw a picture or give me a definition. And the terms that I want you guys to focus on are polynomial, degree of polynomial, add a polynomial, subtract the polynomial, multiply binomials, factor of a monomial, factoring, factoring perfect squares, factoring difference of squares, and difference of squares. So make sure you Google these terms and then write down the definition. All right, so then we're going to talk about some of the stuff we're going to talk about today, which is from vertex form to standard form. Give me 1 second while I go ahead and set this up. Okay, so let's take a look at this part then here. All right, so this actually is called vertex form. If you want to put this into standard form, which means you no longer have the parentheses, first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to FOIL the parenthesis. So I'm just going to take this little piece out over here. So I have x plus 5 times x plus 5. And remember, FOIL is FOIL, and basically it is first, outer, inner, and last. First means that it's x times x, which is going to be x squared. Outer, which is going to be x times 5, which is 5x. Inner for O, which is 5 times x, which is 5x. And last, which is 5 times 5, which is 25. If you combine the 5x together, the outer and the inner, you will get a 10x. So here I have a negative 3 times x squared plus 10x plus 25 minus 4. All right, next what you're going to do is going to distribute that negative 3 into the parentheses. So you have a negative 3x squared minus 30x minus 75 minus 4. And what you have here is you're going to combine these two together. So negative 3x squared minus 30x minus 79. And that is your answer. Which one here, A, B, C, or D, has this answer? It looks like the last one is right there. All right, you guys try this one on your own. Pause the video and give it a try. Okay, I'm gonna help you guys out with this one. So first things first, you're gonna FOIL it. So that's gonna be an x plus 2 times x plus 2. I'm gonna do a FOIL. First is gonna be x times x, which is an x squared. Outer is gonna be x times 2, which is a 2x. Inner, which is a 2 times x, that's a 2x. And the last, 2 times 2, which is gonna be a 4. Do keep in mind that you need to combine the outer and inner. So 2x plus 2x is a 4x. And so what I have here is I'm going to have a x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 10. Then I'm going to take the negative 5 and distribute it into the parenthesis. So I have a negative 5x squared minus 20x minus 20 minus 10. Combine the negative 10 and the negative 20 and the negative 10 together, and you get a negative 5x squared minus 20x minus 30. So then which answer would that be? It will be A right there. All right, you guys, as always, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.